I've done one podcast before ever. This is like my second interview I've ever done.
You guys performed here at the Indie Food Park the other day, so just set it up. And second time for you.
Yeah, dude, I had to. I was so proud to like come in here and be like, dude, whoa, it's not so different than where you were. Like, congratulations, bro. I appreciate it.
First few podcasts was just my friends, and then I was trying to get, I think, Stevie Raps or somebody from the Goons.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, you should have Jaelyn on, have her on." And then that's when we connected, and then we did the podcast.
The rest is history.
What was that, like 3 years ago, right?
2 years ago, 3 years ago? I don't even remember.
It's been so long, honestly.
It was 2019, so 2 years ago.
It feels like a minute, though. Like, it doesn't feel like it was yesterday.
And you definitely seem a lot more confident than the last time.
Dude,
I think you were just
You're, like, the first, like, person to ever interview me. I think I did one. It was, what's his name?
Keeley.
Yeah, Keeley.
Oh,
Keeley.
Yeah.
And that was cool, but other than him, it was you. And yeah, I definitely grew a lot. I mean, I hope I grew a lot till that time.
No, it's you could tell even as an artist, like the way it's with experience. You know, you've already been doing music for longer now.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing music for now?
Yeah, 21 now. I started when I was 14, 15.
Okay.
So like what, 7 years?
And performing since when? Because it's one thing making music, then it's another thing performing.
I mean, I performed, like, first performance was at the Hood, I believe, and Tiptoe was running it, performing in the back.
Wasn't even supposed to be there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of moments I was not supposed to be there, but
sneaking in and out.
I think that's the dope thing, though. Like, you always got great opportunities being not even 18. Not even close to being
There's a lot of
enough.
places they don't let you perform, even until you're like 21.
They're so
a lot of the
strict
bars.
here.
Yeah.
Like, out in LA, bro, like, it was so different. Like, out here, though, like, people are so strict. But I guess it's a good thing, though. Like, I can't complain.
So you perform out there too in LA?
Yeah, I perform. I've done some performance out there. I still do. Like, I do a lot of shows for like cannabis companies and stuff. My last performance with them, it was like before COVID, and they had like this yacht.
It was like you invite only yacht thing, and then they go out on the water, and then I believe they prepare like a cannabis dinner, cannabis infused dinner.
Damn, that's
and
cool.
while they're enjoying it, Jaelyn performed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a cool experience.
Dude, honestly, it wasn't the yacht one. There was this other one that I did. There was like four different like course meals, top tier, like top tier.
So were those like private events?
Yeah, it was like private. Yeah, you had to be like invited.
Yeah,
and
underground shit.
It was like this long ass table with like, you know, these waiters like just handing them to you, but under the plate there was like a jar of weed with like wraps and shit and like lighters, and then under like your candle or something there would be like another little jar, like
just souvenirs for everybody.
Yeah, you know, but it was like every meal though. Like every meal you had a new jar of weed.
They would pair the strain or the joint with the actual meal, so it was like wine, but like with weed.
Oh, like those cheese wine tasting with weed. That's crazy,
dude. It was some fancy.
It was for a big like cannabis company or just like small time.
It was multiple
without saying
like
any names because I don't want to put them on.
Well, High Times was like one of them. That was
a little bit of both, you know, kind of a private event.
Yeah, that sounds super dope. Is that like what was like the coolest thing you've ever done? Is that one of the best performances?
Well, not my best performance,
no.
but
memorable experience.
The best, like the experience for sure. Like I never been in a place that was that like, first of all, organized. Like it was so organized, and how they did it, like they for sure planned it. Like it was super sick, super sick.
Did you continue making music? That's when you started like making TikTok and all that. Was it because of last year, just stuck without being able to perform? How do you take that as an artist?
It wasn't hard because like I create the best when I'm alone, when I'm like, you know, with my team. I wasn't really huge on like performing and like having to go out and like, you know, I was still like very shy and like not willing to go the extra mile. But obviously things changed. But with the whole COVID thing happening during that time though, you know, it was also scary because my parents are not young. Like my parents are older. How can I still do what I know is an opportunity for me, especially during this time? Because a lot of people, I felt like, especially creative people during this time, like took advantage of the opportunity, you know, like they're getting money from, you know, the government and using it for their creative ideas, you know, and I feel like we were able to create more opportunities for each other, you know, more than ever at this time. So it was like, it was a rough thing for me because at the time, especially, no one knew if, like, what the hell it was, you know?
Apocalypse. I know. I always say that because it was so, like, every day you be checking the news, like, oh man, all these people are getting infected. It did feel like a scene of a movie. It was.
Yeah, no one knew, dude. Like, no one knew. And, like, we still didn't even have nothing to cure it. So it was like, you know, I was kind of being a little risque because I was just like, damn, I really want to, like, this is an opportunity for me, like, and I don't want to stop. Like, if, like, you know, you can ask anyone, like, I have to be creating, like, I have to be doing my shit. Like, one, I don't work a 9 to 5. Like, I choose to not work, you know, I choose to, like, hustle and, like, make my money off of what I do. If it's any aspect of like being creative, either I'm gonna, like, struggle and be just in a box and not be risky about this situation, or, like, can I, you know, figure out a way where I can still be careful and still work, you know, as hard as I work. And I think I did a pretty good job of doing that.
Because 2020 was really hard for artists because a lot of events where you were getting paid to perform and everything got shut down. You know, there was a lot of artists that were struggling that invested into their music or upcoming tours, and then boom, everything shuts down, and then, like, your whole income just gets shut down.
100%.
So you're a full-time artist then? Just focus 100% on music?
Yeah, dude.
That's hard.
Yeah, I have to, bro. I've been doing this since I was 15. I only worked one job. That was at a barbershop, and the shit got shot up. Never again. So, yeah, like, and I honestly, though, that was a cool-ass job for being in my first job. But
I think that's cool that you're doing it full time because you want to focus 100% on being creative and how do I make my music better, my performances better, new music, new collaborations, but then have the time of your days like, oh, I gotta go to work or I gotta do this.
That's really difficult to balance.
Yeah, really, I mean, he could vouch for that because
I've worked so many different jobs, like jobs that I love, jobs that I hated.
Yeah,
you know, had mental breakdowns, all those things, you know, and it's really just a balance, you know. And I wouldn't say to somebody like, yeah, like quit your job and go pursue your dream, like, unless you really feel like you can make some money off of it, because you just want to be, you know, make sure you got yourself taken care of.
You have to take care of your
I'm
bills.
all about taking risks though, like risk that shit, like go for it, like dream big, you know, but like make sure you're also being
come out with a plan and and you know if your music's hitting, like, do you get a lot of streams? How many streams do you do per month or
per month? I mean, within 7 days I'm reaching like 2,000 to 3,000 streams.
How does that do you get paid already for your music through like Spotify and them?
Yeah, I do. Thanks to everybody also that's been streaming that shit and like buying it and all of that from everywhere too. Like because of you guys, like I'm still doing this shit and choosing not to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I am. I'm so grateful for it because it's still not, you know, it's still very difficult, especially going back to the whole COVID thing. We're under DistroKid, and there's like a 2 to 3 month delay where like you weren't getting your money, you know, and it's still like honestly like it wasn't even 2 to 3 months, like it was even more than that, you know, for some reason. I mean, you have to, I'm sure some other shit that I just don't know about, but you know, it's just like it was hard to figure it out at that time also, but. You know, you just have to choose to be resilient, you know, like, or else the shit's gonna eat you up, like, and that's just life in general, you know, like, you have to really choose to stay focused, you have to choose to really realize what's more important to you, even if you do work, you know, like, what is more important to you, like, yeah, this 9 to 5 is like, I need it because, you know, I make money from it, but what's your plan with that, you know, like, are you working so that you can save up and then end up pursuing what you really want to do, you know, because I feel like everybody, this is what I believe, like, I really do believe that God created us to create, you know, because he created us, you know, And if we were made in his image, then I think that's what we're supposed to do. And I feel like, a lot of people don't think about it in that way. And then I think that's why you have so many people in the world that are, not mentally like in
the right place.
The right place, and it's because they have a purpose that they're not giving to the universe, and because, dude, like everything goes hand in hand, everything connects somehow, some way. We're not God to know everything, but maybe we're not supposed to know, I don't know. But anyways, like, it's important though. I feel like for just society, like how I'm sure you've helped so many people believe in themselves because you give them this opportunity. Like I can only imagine how many people I've like inspired because of what I do or what Mike does, like it's so important.
Yeah, it's good to just keep going, and you keep continuing to make music, and the fact that you make music full time without having to work could encourage more people to, even someone that's listening to this podcast could say, she could do it, why can't I do it? Why can't I focus more on creating better promotion, better music? How can I make connections to just keep going? Because it is hard, and no one's going to believe in you until you already made it, or you're already huge, and it's like, oh yeah, that's cool, but no one pays attention to the beginning. And even then, it's like people are just doubting or hating or think, oh, they're never going to make it, they're wasting their time. Why don't you get a real job? Why don't you focus on this,
That's normal.
But it's just part of the creative life.
Dude, it's a journey. Like, I think creative people definitely think differently, about life, about, their beliefs even. So when you come across people that aren't creative, it's hard for them to understand, like I'm the first one in my family really like doing this, and I was adopted, so I'm a whole lot of stuff, but I was raised by a Hispanic family, so they were raised, way different than I'm sure, like another person that like has a bit like their family has a business and like really put all their eggs in one basket to pursue that, like I don't have that, so since I was a little girl, like when I first started doing it, like I was making a lot of risky decisions. Like I would go to LA, my parents wouldn't know, sneak out, go to LA.
Dude, so many of those moments.
Dude, so many of them. I just went to Atlanta for like 2 weeks and my parents didn't know,
That's crazy.
And like it's a scary ass thing, but it's just like because I believe in myself so much, and not only myself, but I have like evidence of people believing in me to even believe in myself.
Do you ever get messages, people DMing you about certain songs or just?
Dude, all the time. Like, and so there's times that it's so beautiful to me because people see like the outside, like, but they never see the inside. They have like a clue maybe because of the songs that I write and things of that nature. But like, I just posted something the other day where I was just like, I was writing a song and I was crying. And there's a lot of those moments that I'm writing and I start to cry because you have to be so vulnerable to like vent how you're feeling, to the world. Like that's a hard weight to carry, especially knowing that like you're also feeling the other person's emotions. Like I'm getting messages of people like wanting to kill themselves and they're telling me how my music killed them or how I got them over their relationship, or them telling me that because of them they're able to be themselves, because they see how well I do that. And it melts my heart because like for me it's hard to do that, but I choose to do that because
that's the way you express your
that's
music.
That's just the way I express myself, like especially with everything that I have going on inside of me that I don't say, it just reassures me that what I'm doing is right, so it's a beautiful thing, dude. I'm so grateful for my whole team too, like Mike and Brandon and Joy Road and Bass. Like they're so sick. They've always supported me and done so much for me that even when I was at my lowest and And I had those moments of just like, dude, like I don't see nothing coming from this. Like it's already been almost me just being like not realistic. I'm still like, it's still 7 years that I've been doing this. Like people don't really make it till like their 10th year of doing it consistently, But me, because I'm just like, oh, I want it now. Like we all do.
Everybody wants it now.
Yeah.
That's one of the things, just being persistent, because you want to put in the work. You do 2 years, and then you're like, this is just not it. But you don't know if it would have been the next performance or the next song would have been the difference. The next album would have been different, and it's just important to never give up, and also be realistic. So there's a reason. Look at your music. Look at yourself. What's your plan? Do you have a creative roadmap?
Yeah.
And are you actually, like you said, actually people are actually listening to your music, and you see yourself growing? And it's important to be realistic with yourself.
Yeah, you have to be honest with yourself.
And you definitely, if you really believe it too, like you really believe it, and like you've been saying, you believe this since the beginning, and right now you're going 100% with your music. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this question: what's the next step for you? Like, how do you take where you are now to the next level? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Dude, honestly, like on top of just where music's at, I want to bring back like, I don't want to say, because that's like I don't think that it's like right for me to say that, but I feel like people lost like what true talent is. I feel like our culture is so like desperate for entertainment that they're losing the true what it is to have a true like true talent. And there's people though that are talented in certain ways. They're good with social media. They know how to promote themselves and market themselves so well, like better than me and what we do, But then, then there's like an outcast of people that are super talented and super like driven and deserve that recognition, that don't have that. There's like this disbalance of like, talent being more shown to, like social media, like worth ethic, than like actual like, hearts and soul, like things that actually heal people and like inside of them, though, not just like outwardly. Yeah,
it's
especially nowadays, there's so many things you see now on social media that cause people to have more anxiety, that cause people more to have depression and things of that nature, because of just like what they're represented on there.
They're marketing nothing but like the best lifestyle, hanging at the beach and all these crazy like, trips and adventures.
Things that are
which is fine also,
Yeah.
But
a lot of times I feel like people get caught up in the social media of like trying to portray a lifestyle that seems so perfect, and it's not even realistic almost. Like, we're all humans. We have highs and lows, dude. We have bad days. We don't, we're not all fit models that have these perfect bodies all the time. Even the most fit models, like, when they stop sucking it in, like,
they don't eat for like 3 days so they could do their photo shoot. And
social media, it can be damaging to your mental health depending on how you use it.
Social media is definitely very damaging, but do you think that social media, because the world pretty much runs on social media, especially if you're an artist? I know you're saying so some people are promoting their music, and the message might not be great, but their promotions, they know how to like tap into the algorithms and the systems to get their music out there. Do you think that you could be using social media a little bit better, or are you guys looking at different strategies to just reach more people? Like doing it the right way, keeping your image and keeping the style of music that you want to be promoting. But like, do you feel like maybe making more Instagram content, more TikToks, more YouTube videos? Just putting yourself out there.
Yeah, we have this whole plan right now with just going crazy with all of that, and doing it in a way where it's organic to us,
And everything we've done so far, like we haven't even really done any marketing or promo. Like
Yeah.
we've only sponsored some posts on Instagram, and everything's gotten this far organically.
So you have a lot
for
of
us.
followers on Spotify, a lot of subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know this artist. Do you know Eddie Zuko? He's like a Latin artist. He's from Imperial, but he's got songs on YouTube that have like 200,000, 300,000 like music videos that are really cool, and people love his music. And I checked his Spotify; he only has 1,000, and you almost have 1,000, and people really like. You say you're getting a lot of streams, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
dude, and that's just again to like thank all the people that have been supporting me and like my fans, and I don't even want to call them fans, but like people that support me like deeply, you know, because like he said, we didn't even promote our albums, our like singles, like the way we probably should have, you know, just because of money situations and stuff like that, you know, and it got where it was. Like, I mean, altogether I've reached over 200,000 streams. Like that's insane for not even promoting it like crazy, not having no manager to manage any of us, like doing all of it single-handedly, like ourselves, you know, like man, like that's a
lot,
beautiful thing. Like I can only imagine when the plan that we have set right now for the next couple months, you know, till a week from now when we start doing it, how it's gonna be, you know, because like I said, bro, we haven't even
anything started, dog. Like
how many times do you post on TikTok per day or per week? Are you consistent on TikTok?
I try to be. It's so funny, bro. Like TikTok's so funny. Like, I'll post like, well, one of my posts that went crazy was I was promoting my space song that I did with Lavish, and it was like a freestyle. Wasn't even like a song that I really loved. I mean, I really loved it, but I didn't put a lot of work in it. It wasn't mixed and mastered. Like,
she hit me up and was like, "Yo, like." I'm like kind of feeling like inspired. I want to record, so we linked up and then we loaded up a beat, and you know, I got taught her how to like record on Pro Tools herself, you know. So she just punches herself in, you know, and then when she's done, I go in and I arrange and mix everything. So we just got this song done, just like boom.
And then I dropped it. It was only dropped on SoundCloud. It wasn't dropped on anything else because really it was one of those songs that I just needed to get something out of my chest.
Yeah.
And I didn't really, it was so fast and freestyle that like, where my other songs, like, we took days to finish them because I just...
You want to make sure it was perfect.
Yeah, we wanted, exactly, you know. But this song, we were just like, it was just like, oh, people just... I just want them to hear what I feel right now. Like, I don't really care much about dropping it anywhere else. So then, I don't know, I got the inspiration. We were on our way to...
We were driving up Highway 74 and we're on our way to Lake Hemet. Just for fun. Just for fun
to get some shit off our mind. And I just felt inspired to like do a little video, you know? And I wrote some little like thing where it was like, you know, I've been making music for 7 years and, you know, just kind of telling a short story of my journey. And dude, it went crazy. Like I'm almost at 100,000 hearts, like almost at 1 million views, half a million views. Like that's insane. And that went crazy. And then I would drop something else and it didn't go. You know, it would only get like 3 likes or something. But even after that, there was like, I went to Palm Springs one night and this homeless guy was like, oh, you look so pretty. And I was like, thank you. Shit went crazy.
Yeah, because you were like just recording yourself like doing like a fit video.
Yeah, I was just like
some dude rides by on a bike and was like, you look nice. And you're like, oh, thank you. And then it just went viral.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Like, you look nice.
And then you getting a lot of streams to your music through TikTok?
Yeah, dude, especially from that video that I posted with Space. Everybody was just like, dude, like, what's your ad? Like, and I didn't know how to really work TikTok at the point. So I'm like, I don't even know how to, like, put this shit on my bio. Like, you know?
Well, that's why you got to keep posting. I mean, I follow a lot of Gary Vee. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I get his text messages.
So, like, I'm subscribed to the community too. So, like, he keeps. You gotta be posting like 3-4 times because
Yeah.
I know the one video that a lot of the videos won't get a lot of reach now, but
Yeah.
you just want to keep
But
posting.
Then, keep posting.
Keep posting because it's not like for Instagram like you overwhelm your feed. You know, you don't want to post 17 times because you're people that follow you. But TikTok, every time you post, it's not shown to all your followers. So if you're posting 5-6 times a day, that's an extra 10, 20, 100 streams. Like you could be racking up. I don't know if that's part of your plan that you're coming up, but
yeah, no, dude. Honestly,
TikTok,
I mean, I appreciate you even like saying that, you know, because I know you care. I've been doing that like every other day. I've been dropping like a little freestyle, you know, from songs that I'm actually making. You know, like they're just not done. They're just me, like obviously, like on TikTok, just singing them. You know, half of the song or something. Yeah. But they've been helping my streams go crazy. Like I said, within a week, I'm reaching 2,000 and 3,000 streams. You know, and that's pretty good. Like for for not being
just no promotion.
Yeah,
you should do more storytelling. Like so one of the things with like viral videos is storytelling, emotions. So and the emotions of the homeless guy passing by, like it's a cool, genuine moment. Yeah, you have the story of you told about I've been making music for 7 years. You know, people are invested. Yeah, because it could have been any other TikTok, but it's like that's your story, and then they're kind of learning about you.
It's like you gotta hit these different triggers of like. You gotta visually please them. Then you gotta hit them with some emotions, and then hit them with something entertaining. And then I feel like that's rock.
It's emotions, and that's what kind of creates it. Just keep telling stories on your TikToks, stuff about music, how you feel, the story behind the song. Like people might be really interested. Like if you tell a cool story about what the lyrics mean of a song or a specific line in a song, that's gonna create people to go listen to the song because they're like, now I know the backstory.
Let me go see this. I have this just. And it could just be me too. Like I need to get over it because I think that's just what it is. But I have this weird thing where I want everything to look artistic. Like I don't want things to seem like corny or like not original. So it's like when I'm on TikTok, that's all you kind of see, you know. Like nothing's really like catching my eye. So I feel like. It's not like, but then I am an artist, so like I'm expecting. I feel like as artists, we have this like we're expecting so much, you know, when other regular people don't really have those expectations, you know. So
but it's also who. I know you want it to look artistic, but it's up to the viewer.
Yeah,
it's up
I know.
To somebody
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I know that it's like something I just have to.
Somebody else, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think like Instagram's more for making it look a certain way. Yeah. But I think TikTok, because it's so random, where a random video could blow up, you want to keep just posting videos. Yeah. And especially for music artists, like I tell this to like other friends that I have that make music. It's like it's literally almost a music platform. You gotta keep pumping stuff in there because. You never know what video, like you probably thought you were gonna get it 10, 15 likes on that one, and it gets 500,000
also,
views.
Also, you wanna know what I don't like about TikTok? Mm-hmm. Like I love TikTok because I think it is a great way to like promote like artists and you know things of that nature. But like there's been like for example, every time I have a good video, I want to explain you know the story you know like. On the video, so I could drop it. I wish that I could save the video without the words to post it on my Instagram and then post you know the one with the words to the thing. Maybe I'm just being a lazy fuck and like I just need to do it twice. I need to just do it twice, you know, like but I definitely agree though. Like I definitely know that that I just gotta do it. I have to, like I said, I was like, I know it's just me, and I just gotta get over that shit. You know.
I've been looking into a lot of different like strategies of how to market and promote your music as an artist. You know, that's just what I do in my spare time for fun. That's dope. Yeah. You know, because I mean, like I don't go to school. None of us ever go to school for anything we do. We just learn how to do it and just
YouTube University. You just gotta
learn. So one thing I learned that like clicked for me was like, oh wow, I can't believe I didn't think of this before. Is you're supposed to make different types of content for every different platform. I feel like a lot of people expect, like, for example, if I just go hard on Instagram, it's gonna blow me up on YouTube, or it's gonna blow up my TikTok, or my music's gonna blow up because I'm going hard on Instagram. And when in reality, you're supposed to go hard on Instagram and Instagram content. Then you go hard on YouTube and YouTube type content. Then you go hard on TikTok and TikTok type content, and all these different things, right? And what happens is these things, they seem like they're interconnected now, but they don't actually come into play and interconnect and cross until later down the line. That's why I would say, you said your friend has like 1,000 monthly streams on Spotify, but he has a shit ton of subscribers on YouTube. Probably because he's been going hard on music videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know? So I feel like making different types of contents for those platforms and just really going hard on all of them is a really good strategy as an artist to promote yourself.
Because everything's an extra, you know.
Yeah.
If you go hard making that type of content, then it's like all these other viewers are more interested into the other stuff.
Exactly.
And they see you going hard here. And it's hard, though, because it's even hard to just go on one platform, and either we don't think content's good enough because I'm pretty sure like that's one of the things that's holding you back. You say you want it to look a certain way, and I'm the same way with certain stuff that I do, podcast videos. I'm like,
so you just gotta do it.
Sometimes I finish something and I do a video and I'm like, I don't even know, this is whatever, you know, like you judge yourself
right away.
But you don't let the other people judge you, because the other people might think it's amazing, and the whole time you're just like hating on the content. Like it happens to me all the time, and then I get compliments from people like, oh, hey, keep up, I was listening to this and that podcast was good. And I was like, so I have videos because I deal with like, we like the vanity metrics. We like to every video to have 1,000, 100,000 views or whatever. So I've had videos on YouTube that had 1 million views.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I have videos that have like 50,000 views, 30,000 views. And I know that I can make a certain type of content that's going to get me a lot of views. But so most of my videos that have a lot of views is related to the festival Coachella. So Coachella.
Yeah.
So anytime I make a video about Coachella, like I'll get over 1,000 views for sure. 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 views. But then it's like there's no Coachella news, there's no Coachella content, and I don't want to like force the content. So I'll make a podcast, and because it's long form, a lot of people don't want to listen to it. But I have more fun talking to like people like you guys. You know, like a podcast is gonna get 100 views versus like 10,000 views, but it's more satisfying to me doing something that I like and something that I think brings more value, you know?
And that's what you should be doing. You should be always pursuing your joy. Anything creative, whether it goes to writing books, doing podcasts, making music, making art, like whatever it is, photography, like pursue your joy and don't just do what you think everyone else wants to do. Because then you're not really being authentic, and you're like, it's hard to even figure out what everyone wants because you're just comparing it to other people. So just follow your joy, man.
Yeah, and I honestly, like, I mean, a lot of, like, for example, the song that we did, Space, you know, like, it was one of those songs that I didn't even truly love. Like, I didn't even really want to drop on all the platforms. The only reason why I dropped it on all the platforms is because I saw the results from TikTok. You know, just like, dude, like, I have to, you know? Yeah, exactly. So, but, you know, it was just like when it was one of those things, and then it went crazy. Like, I think it just takes time. Like, I think everything that is true and original and effortless, you know, it takes a while for it to gain the recognition it deserves, but it lasts so much longer than these, like,
the short term rewards.
Yeah, you know, and, you know, you just gotta be with everything. I've learned that you have to just be patient. You have to be resilient. You have to be determined, you know, and focus, like, you know, because especially as an artist and a creative person, you're in your head, you're analyzing everything, you're overthinking everything, you're 10 steps ahead of everything, you are creating these realities that aren't even real, you know, like, just trying to see, you know, past what you're doing. And I've learned that you just got to do your very best to live in the moment, live in the time that you are, because, like, thinking that way, you'll really lose your fucking sanity, you know, and, like, it's just, and then you start to create your content with that matter, you know, you start to be forceful with your creativeness because now you feel obligated. Now you feel like, oh, I have to do this now because this isn't working, or and then those intentions don't even reach. Now you're just not happy,
Yeah, because you're just chasing those vanity metrics instead of feeling the way you're supposed to be. Is Space the most streamed song you have now?
Dude, honestly, yeah. It's crazy. Like, every time I look at that shit, it blows me away.
Was it East Side before?
Yes.
For sure, East Side.
Yeah, East Side.
I was disappointed you didn't perform East Side.
East Side, damn, we were going to too. Like, we were going to, but I just gotta, it's just a lot of words, dude. It's a lot of words in that song. I'm just like, damn, it's a hard thing to do, but honestly, like, I have to just do it because people love that song so much, and
you gotta put off on the East Side.
I know this is my city.
No, then do you plan on making like a music video for Space? Since it's just granting so many traction?
Me and my boy Bass, who's also a producer, songwriter.
He goes by Space Boy Uno.
Yeah.
Shout out Space Boy.
We were doing something like that, like a little music video, but then I had went to Atlanta and a lot of shit happened, so we just didn't get it done, but we're gonna get it done soon though. Yeah, because we need to do a video for that for sure. There's a lot of videos we need to.
A lot of songs you need to make videos for. Huh? A lot of songs that you gotta make videos for.
Yeah. We need to. That's just.
How many music videos do you have out?
Just it's like that whole artist thing again, dude. Like, I have a particular like
vision for each song.
Yeah.
You have one for East Side.
I do have one for East Side, and it was sick. Shout out to Amanda.
And Abiel.
They did a great job with that. It was fun. I just have to do it more so that I'm used to it. It's like the first time I came here and talked to you. It was like I have to. What's the word? I have to like trying to find the word.
Just get comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah, like I have to just like get loose. Yeah. And
it's like everything else. It's the more you do it, the better you're gonna get.
Yeah, 100%. And I also realized like people just love looking at me.
What about collaborations? Do you do a lot of collaborations, like as a guest or?
We have some fire ass features.
Oh yeah, Siri.
We have some fire features that are not out yet that I'm excited
that's another big way to grow as an artist for you. I feel like you would get a lot of growth from that. Yeah,
I mean, I just, like I said, I can't work with anybody that I'm not inspired to work with, because it's just not gonna.
How do collaborations work? Do you reach out to people you want to work with, or they hit you up? How's like the process?
The process is that I usually don't hit up people to do features. They hit me up, and I usually just hand it off. I hand it off to this guy or my team or something to figure it out, because sometimes I just don't even want to.
The communication, first, or
it's
always case by case, with any type of feature,
because there's a lot of variables, like the beat, the subject matter.
And also, a lot of. Go ahead.
It's like we do this for fun, but we also this is her brand. It's her image and all this stuff, and it's like her legacy. So it's really important, what we do, and it wouldn't make sense to do something that doesn't align with that, So we just go through, and a lot of times it does, and we'll just lock in and make it happen, and we'll record it. She'll record with me or our boy Brandon, who goes by Kid Capone. And we'll get it recorded and mix and mastered, send it out, and then usually the artist drops the song.
Yeah. That's super dope.
And she's got a lot of features in the tank right now.
So you guys are sitting on a lot of unreleased music, sounds like.
Oh yeah, we're
so much.
And what's
making a lot of music?
What's holding you guys back? Is because it's just a release plan, or
it's a release plan. Instead of before, we used to just be like, all right,
just drop anything that's out, drop.
But now we're like, okay, we understand now that it's okay to take your time with things and not rush it, and it's better that way, because then you're able to plan things out more, see it out.
Doing the marketing, you've been researching.
Doing the marketing, for example, one thing that I've been wanting to do is with the DistroKid, if you set your release date 3 to 4 weeks in advance instead of like next Friday, you're able to submit your song through DistroKid to official Spotify playlists. And you could potentially get your song placed on those major playlists if you're picked up by, whoever listens to it for free. And that just takes planning and patience and a lot of strategy. And then you can go outside of DistroKid, get the link to your song that's unreleased, and then submit it to a bunch of other playlists that you find on your own, And so we're working on strategies like that to plan things out. Also, like, get music videos ready, lined up, so they can drop at the same time. So that's what we're working on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. I helped Mills the God.
Mm-hmm.
So I helped him with I watched some videos about promotion. So we did some photo shoots, and he posted that he was gonna drop his album a certain time, and he was dropping different pictures leading up to it, videos, snippets and yeah.
That's
so
the way to do it.
Leading up to a couple of weeks ahead. So by the time, and he was dropping a lot of memes.
Mm-hmm.
He was just dropping memes, and
building awareness.
And then once the album dropped, everybody shared it. And I don't know how much streams he had, but he had all.
I listened to it just the other day. I met him. And
yeah,
he was check out my album. I listened to it. It's good.
He has. It was all produced at the Index Room, so the music's really good quality, and that was the story about him. So that worked, and his music. I filmed the music video for him for one of his songs. It's 1,500 views right now or something. He didn't pay any promotion either. It was all just sharing and word of mouth, because we kind of did a little promotion just by a little marketing release strategy like you're talking about. So I don't work with him 100% of the time, but for that project I did help him because he's a homie. So I was just how can I help
you're
him?
inspired to do it.
And I want to help whatever I can, so sharing music. And a lot of times I don't get on Instagram or social media. I don't have my notifications turned on, so I miss a lot of stuff, a lot of people doing stuff. And I always tell if you just tag me if you want me to share your stuff, or send it to me in DMs. I don't get I know it's a little taboo, it's just spamming DMs, here's another link. But if you share your links with me, I'll share them.
It's always love. Same here too.
I'm always down. It's just I get busy, so I miss half of the things that happen sometimes. And
I mean, we're not all robots just on our
phone all day. I used to be like that. I used to be on my phone all day, but now it's I gotta turn off the notifications to get a peace of mind, because then every 5 minutes you're checking, who liked my shit, who DM'd me.
I have it.
Yeah, it's just too many distractions, and then that way when you get on it, then reply to people, do this. And 10 minutes.
It's a tool.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of learned that as because I was I'm still addicted to my phone, but at least not more work than.
Yeah, I like how Instagram now, you can look up and see how many hours you're on it every day, every week, so you can know oh shit,
this week I went crazy.
I need to chill,
Yeah,
no, I've definitely had my moments.
Do you guys spend a lot of time get lost on TikTok or social media where you're just scrolling? You're oh fuck, wasting a lot of time.
I used to be that way, but now I feel not really. I think I kind of matured from wanting to. I really love being outside. I love nature and stuff. So I can't be. I'm losing my mind if I'm inside a house and always on my phone or always on the computer. I'm losing my mind. Even when I'm making music, I gotta take a little break to go outside and get some fresh air.
Yeah, I don't go on TikTok. I have TikTok, but I don't know. I just haven't really tapped into it. I know it's a valuable tool, but I don't sit there scrolling looking at a bunch of TikToks. If I see TikToks, it's bled over onto Instagram.
Yeah.
I have nothing against the platform. It's just I try not to get myself too sucked into social media, because I see it's the whole balance thing.
Yeah, the only social media that I'm pretty addicted to is YouTube. I watch videos all fucking day, but
social media,
I don't watch just some of them are mindless videos, but a lot of times it's just research, bro. I love doing research. I know there's something about just trying to learn new stuff every time.
It's just so easy. You just turn it on and you're just wow, I'm in school right now. Learning from a legend or whoever,
Learning from something that you actually like.
Yeah.
So
that's beneficial to you.
Have you've heard of what's it, masterclass, right?
Yeah.
You've heard of like
I've heard of
masterclass
it,
or
yeah.
like mixed by the masters. Those things are just amazing.
Mhm.
You get to learn from just like
People that are industry legends and stuff.
yeah, and those are just great things to learn from. I feel like
I've never done I've done Skillshare.
mm-hmm.
Have you seen a Skillshare? It's usually a lot of YouTubers have the Skillshare link.
Okay.
You get like 2 months free, and then you get to. There's courses on everything. If you want to learn more about how to mix and master better, I've looked at videography. Like, just you never know. Like, you never stop learning. You're always learning something new.
Always, dude. Even when you don't even know you're learning something, you figure it out a couple of days later, for a week or month from now.
Do you ever, when it comes to singing, do you like do singing practices or like practice on your voice and stuff? Yeah.
Not enough.
You don't do that?
I do, but not consistently.
You should probably do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Just keep sharpening.
Yeah, honestly, I made the decision, honestly, the day I performed recently, just after COVID, honestly, like, it's so easy to not take advantage of your talent and the opportunities you have and the people that show love to you. Like, you know, I've been going through a lot of, I feel like not just me, but everybody, you know, the whole world has been going through their own trials and tribulations during this time of like mentally, physically, emotionally, like all types of stuff. And like, for me, I was definitely going through a lot of things that showed me how much I've always been a grateful person. I've never not been like, you know, humble, you know, just for the fact that I have an amazing team that loves me and I have fans that support me. But, you know, you can not see like the best, like, I guess like your fullest potential in yourself, the way people perceive you, you know, if that makes sense. Like, there's so many people that see me and think that I'm already like famous and like big, and to me I'm like, well, I still live on I was gonna say my you know, but I still live in my city, like, you know, I still live in my
I live on 42.
Yeah, I was like, what's funny is that I had to stop myself for a second. I was really about to say that. Man. But, you know, I still live in my city and like, you know, nothing's changed. You know, like the only thing that's changed is I'm more mature. I'm more of a woman now than I was 7 years ago. Like, that's the only thing. Other than that, nothing has changed, you know. But it's like, as an art, like, I recently had to realize like my responsibility that I have here. You know, like, I wasn't taking advantage of that. You know, like the opportunities that I have to represent my city, like doing these little shows, these little gigs, or whatever you want to call them. Like, I should go all in. I should go the whole nine. You know, I shouldn't just like be up there and doing these songs and going home and just feeling like, all right, I did it. You know, like, no, it means more to them. Therefore, I should put more effort into that. I should let them know that what they feel is important, you know, and they should feel that way about me, you know, because they should, you know. I mean a lot to them and they mean a lot to me. Therefore, that's another reason why I should, you know, like, do what I do wholeheartedly. You know, I should not half-ass anything that I do because, you know, they care about it and I care that they care about it.
And people notice on the effort. People take notice on effort all the time.
Yeah,
if
you know.
They see you putting work, they see you getting better or just trying new stuff. And even if they don't show it, because a lot of people, they're just watchers. They just watch, or they might even listen to your music and they're not even ever say anything to you. But they're noticing the effort. They're noticing that you're still there. You know, like you're keeping it consistent. And you have to show up for those people. And sometimes
100%.
we forget because then you get in your own head like, oh, I don't know. You think it's but once you decide to be creative, it's about the people that are listening to you and the people that are supporting you.
Yeah,
and you don't want to let them down because they're already investing in you. So you gotta go harder. You just gotta keep going.
I had a situation where I felt like damn, like I could have lost everything, you know, and like that was an eye opener for me to just be more. Like I said, I've always been a grateful person. I've always been a humble person, you know, but I I was lacking a lot of like effort, you know, and like it was because of my belief systems of myself, of just like, you know, like I mean, it's okay, you know, or it's not that, you know, or it's this, it's you know, and it's just like no, like that's not how your fans are perceiving it. That's not how your fans are taking it, you know, like bro. I mean, what was it like? Maybe a year ago, like a year ago or something. I was with one of my cousins, and she had a friend, and her we were driving somewhere, but she went to go pick up her sister or somebody. Like my cousin's friend went to go pick up her sister. And I was in the back seat, and I was just on my phone, and her sister like sits in the car, and um super shy, but I just felt like, oh, like she's just shy, like, you know, whatever. And I didn't really even know them like that. And she's just like, I'm so sorry, like, and just starts crying, bro. And I'm just like, what's wrong? Like, you know, like, first of all, I had no idea that she was crying because I was in the car.
Yeah.
But, you know, she sits in the car and she's crying, and she was just like, I love you so much. Like, you don't understand, like, how much, like, your music means to me. And, like, you really don't even know. Like, your music, like, gets me by. And, like, she just started crying. And me, dude, I was just like,
made you crying.
dude, yeah, it made me cry. Because, first of all, like, I had no idea that it was because of me she was crying. I had no idea that, like, she was a fan of me. Like, and mind you, this was, like, a year or two ago. So, like, it was just my first album. Like, it was just Seven Roses I had dropped. I didn't drop any other singles besides Seven Roses. And so the fact that it meant that much to her, I'm not thinking, like, you know, I'm lit. Like, I'm big lit. I'm famous. Like, my you know, Seven Roses got, like, so many streams. Like, I'm really out here. Like, no. Like, that's because that's not my personality. Therefore, like, I didn't react that way. But it's just crazy, bro. And, like, I feel like it's also because I'm older now. Like, I'm 21 now. Like, I see how important it is to them, you know, and I care more. Like, it's not that I never did not care, because I always cared, you know, because it meant a lot to me. But now it just means more to me now, you know?
You're looking at it from experience too. That's what
exactly.
we were talking about earlier. Is just you grow as an artist and the experience. And how have you seen her grow over the last few years?
Bro, I've seen her grow so much, man. Like,
as an artist, she was more shy.
She was just like super shy, like, you know, and then she's just blossomed and opened up and just grown so much as a human and just as an artist, you know. It's crazy. Like, the first time I ever heard of Jaelyn, I was on Facebook and I was scrolling, you know, and somebody or something like reposted one of her songs. Like, she had recorded a song with somebody helped her record a song. What song was it? It was
Focus.
Focus. There's a song.
It was my first song ever that I ever dropped.
Yeah, it was her first song ever, you know, and I came across it on Facebook, and then I listened to it, and it had a good amount of streams, you know. I think it had like a few hundred streams at the time, but I was so impressed because I never heard anybody like kind of rap like that, or anyone that had a voice like hers, and I thought it was super unique. And I remember nobody commented on it at all, and I was like, unique voice, you know. I just was like, you know, like, this is like, I'm gonna give her flowers, you know. That's amazing. And then fast forward, I don't even know how long, we crossed paths at a hookah lounge in Palm Springs. And we had already known each other through interacting on social media. And then from then on, it was like I introduced her to my friend Brandon, Kid Capone, who's a very talented musician and producer. And he's the one who produced, mixed, and mastered, and recorded all of Seven Roses. And from then on, it's just history. So there's been a lot of growth over these years, man. It's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah, and not just me too. Like with everybody that has been on this journey with me, you know. And that's the best part about it. I feel like when I see them grow, it inspires me to grow. When they see me grow, it inspires them to grow. And like, it's just a beautiful thing, bro. Like, cause I also feel like, you know, with our what we believe in, really, it manifests as that. So if you believe that like you're not like a fucking rock star, you're not a superstar, and it's gonna take you a long time to even get to that point, well then it's gonna
Then
take
you're
a
not a
while.
rock star, and it's gonna take you a long time to get to that point.
Yeah.
You gotta wake up in the morning and be like, "Woo, feels good, don't it?" Even
Yeah.
if you're not there, you gotta put
you
yourself
do
there.
you do have to visualize, and
Yeah.
you really have to believe. Like, if you believe that you're gonna make whatever, because make it or actually make it,
That could mean a lot of things.
it can mean a lot of things. A
Yeah.
lot of people
Yeah,
are
you have to
happy,
be
happy with their job. They have a
Yeah.
family. They already made it in
It
their eyes.
doesn't even have to be some crazy, significant,
Mhm.
rich, successful thing. It could be starting a business, having a kid.
Yeah,
like,
having your own
whatever
business.
goal
You
is,
you quit your job and you're doing this, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's better than, like, everybody has their own goals and whatever
Mhm.
satisfies their stuff. But
Yeah.
it's just
I think something that we should be more aware of is like the universe is expecting us to be very specific, with the things that we want out of life, because it's like you said, like, yeah, we can get it, but it's like you can't just say, yeah, let's get it, because like, what are you getting though? Like, what are you really getting? Like, and also too is your intentions, your intentions behind what you're doing, that also matters, because I truly believe that, not to talk about this woo woo shit, but like, I believe that the spiritual realm is more real than the physical realm. The things that we say, the things that we believe mentally are way more powerful than all this right now.
the power of the mind. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, so it's like you got to be really aware and conscious of like all the decisions you're making, all of the things that you think about, all the things that you say that you don't even realize you're saying, because all of that goes out into the universe, and
It's part of the subconscious, because your subconscious controls a lot of what you do and how you act. And you could be saying something, but in your head you're doubting yourself. That starts to creep in without you even thinking about it. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know. You just have to believe, like you said, you gotta believe you're that rock star. You gotta believe you're gonna make it, and whatever that is, just keep going hard, and no stopping. So anyway, before we take off, what do you what's the project that you want people to go to, that you're, just let us know what you're working on.
Ours is out. It's been out for a couple months now. Listen to that joint, because it's still fire. Okay, it's still fire. It's still out there, and it needs to reach as many streams as Seven Roses, because
your second album.
My second album. Also, keep an eye out on keep a lookout on my new singles that I'm about to drop, new videos, and all that stuff. You can follow my Instagram if you don't follow me at _Jaelyn R. On my social media is Jaelyn. Yeah.
Also, stay tuned. I'm about to run up some merch.
Oh yeah,
lots of merch.
Lots of
different things coming.
Yeah, lots of merch.
You set a lot of expectations, because you said you're working on a lot of music and you got a lot of projects and features. So we're definitely gonna be waiting for new projects from you, and music videos, and we can't wait to see where you grow over the next.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fucking amazing.
Next time I'm having the podcast, I'm gonna have to freaking book you like 7 months in advance. You're gonna be so busy.
Dude,
nah, bro.
I want to see it though. Nah, bro, I want to
Everything.
see it. Like, you have no idea. When you showed me this, I was just so proud. Like I always tell them, like, bro, I want to be the Drake to my city. Like, I want to rep my city, like the way Drake reps Toronto. Like, I want to do that, because I just feel like there's so much talent here, and I just feel like there's just so many pure-hearted people here that aren't recognized, and we deserve that. Like, we just deserve it, bro. Like, I go to other places and other things like that, and I come back here because it just feels like
There's a
home.
community here now. It's starting to change too. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, bro. But
wherever
that's
this
I
takes
say
us.
all that to say like that's why I'm so proud of you because I feel like you're a part of this revolution. You know that.
It takes people like you doing these things to really get everything up to this next level, you know?
Yeah,
That's, you know?
that's sort of like one of my goals was to help people get you interviews, get you exposure. Even like I said, it might not be a ton of views, but now it's like it gives you more comfortable. Maybe you want to start your own podcast. Maybe you want to make more videos. It's like there's a lack of creators here. It's weird. I don't know. Everywhere.
I honestly I don't think that there's a lack of creators. I feel like there's just a lack of belief in themselves. I think we have so much talent here. It's ridiculous. Like
it's
our painters, our artists here are crazy. I think it's just I feel like it's like when Drake came up, it's like then you started to see everybody else come up. It's because they saw Drake come up. They saw
what's going on over there in Canada.
Yeah.
Like and because of him, like now you hear it all the time, like, they have belief now because they saw somebody do it.
Yeah.
They don't have no one here to be like, wow, that person did it, so I could do it too. Like, even though I'm from a small city, wow, like she's from my city, like that means I could do it,
Yeah, and we're a small city, but even then, we're located. We're such a good place because we're so close to like the entertainment capital. LA's right here, 2-hour drive. And all the people come to the desert. That's the thing that like encouraged me to just keep going. And we have 200,000 people come in to Coachella and Stagecoach, and all these creators come to the valley. But it's like, what about the people creating content here? Like, why not more people here create the content? And make the videos about Palm Springs, make the videos about Coachella, make the videos about this. Artists, like the artists come perform here, but what about the artists that are here? Like, why aren't they performing?
There's so much more.
So it's like we have to. Everybody, artists, producers, podcasts, whatever. Everybody gotta just keep creating, and it's just bound to happen. So I'm excited.
Working, man.
Yeah, we'll be definitely working.
Thank you again, though. Also, share your stuff.
Yeah, shout out to your Instagram and everything. I'll put the links in the description too.
For
but
sure. I was gonna say, check out my new song "Cupid Got a Chopper" out now on all platforms. Watch out for the new song "Dishonest" that me and Jaelyn have coming up. I produced that one. It's a fun feature. That's what we performed the other weekend.
Yeah,
we performed here. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, just stay on the lookout for everything that we're doing. We're a part of a label that we started called Caspian Pink, and we're just two of many artists. So shout out to the label. Shout out to Joy Road. Shout out to Kid Capone, Spacebar Uno. Shout out to Ivy, Nature Broke Ivy.
Yeah.
Can't forget Perry Funk.
Yeah. Also, I want to say one last thing too. To everybody like that has been rocking with us heavy too. Like, continue, please continue. You're not gonna be disappointed. Like, our hearts and where we're at mentally. Like, we want to just make a big difference, not only to our city and our community, but to the world. Like, and also please continue to believe in yourself and what you guys are doing. Like, don't ever give up. Like, I'm still on this journey and it takes a long ass time to get there. But like I said, continue to stay resilient, continue to believe. And sometimes it takes you to believe in something higher than yourself too. So if that's what it takes to, then do that also, But thank you to Angel, for allowing us to have this opportunity, bro.
Thank you, Angel.
Yeah, no problem. You guys are always welcome to come back. Whenever you guys want to come out here, just hit me up. I'll have you guys on here. So.
Shout out to the editor.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Brian.
He works hard, man. This guy's killing it over here. Shout out to Brian.
Behind the scenes. So we'll get a Brian camera. Brian cam. We'll get a Brian cam.
Mm-hmm.
Get a Brian cam.
Get a little webcam. Some front end. But yeah, thank you so much. And I'm just going to end it on just keep pursuing your joys, everybody. Don't stop there. Just do what makes you happy.